practice, stay focused, lots of intensity. Palms down. 5 big forward. That's it. Good throws. Come on, you gotta finish it. Simplify right here. Go back to your contact. Simplify it.
Hey guys, I got Andy Sutton, 12U, coach of the Midwest Mavericks. Your team is a major team, correct?
Correct.
So after the 2020 season, did you tell us how you kind of got through that and what's your approach coming into this year, not having maybe seen the kids or worked with them as much as you possibly wanted to? Where are you guys going from here?
Sure. We actually somehow managed to actually put together a pretty full season through 2020. Obviously, like everybody else, had that period of time for about 6 weeks where we had to sit and not have a lot of contact, a lot of Zoom practices, as much as you can get done with 11 and 12-year-olds over a computer.
Yeah.
But once we were able to get back up and playing early May, we still put together a good 60-game schedule, played almost every weekend, and so we're able to develop really well. So going into the offseason, we made 0 changes to our roster, which is rare, obviously, in youth baseball. So for us, we're able just to continue building off what we did last year, where we got to, and just continue the same development individually and as well as a team with the same 10 guys ready to go to work for 2021.
Very good. Tell us a little bit about your experience with the Midwest Mavericks. Why are you here? What makes this group special?
Sure. Yeah, I came over to the Midwest Mavericks, Springfield Mavericks at the time, 4 years ago, really originally looking for something more competitive for my own kid, looking for him to be pushed a little bit more, put better players around him. And obviously I love to coach, so there was an opportunity for me to coach, and so that was appealing as well. And I love the club aspect of baseball. I love the ability to pull from other guys, to learn from other coaches, to watch other practice, to help other kids. I love the aspect of the young kids getting to see the older kids work. And then the older kids being able to come in and see how those young kids work as well, right? And there's just a nice group mentality to club baseball that I really liked, and it pushes everybody, right? You can't quit working as a player in a club because there's always somebody else, and you see them working as a club. And that mentality, going to the ballpark and seeing other kids wearing the same uniform, there's just something different about that.
Very good. Very good.
Awesome. Thanks, sir.
Guys, we're here with RAFAEL Rodriguez. He is the 14U AAA coach. We're talking Little Mavericks baseball. So, Coach, you obviously tell us a little bit first about your experience with Mavericks. Where are you coming from? How long have you been with the program?
So I've been with the program just a few months. I actually just got done playing college baseball last 2020. So COVID year was my last year playing baseball. And I like it. I like being with the Mavs. Something different about the Mavs is that you don't just show up and play. You know, we're here to develop the players. We're here and we practice every week. You see the indoor facility is full every single day of the week. Everybody's in here getting reps, and it's not just, you don't just have a number in your back. You know, your coach knows you, the coach knows who you are, what player they want you to be, and it's all about developing the players.
So tell me, where were you playing ball?
I played ball here in town. I graduated from Evangel. I was there from 2016 all the way to 2020. So I was there all 4 years.
Very good, very good. Evangel's got a good program.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about your experience as a college player. How are you working to translate that into the coaching experience, and what do you think you bring to the kids?
I give the team kind of a different point of view. You know, everybody has a mentality where the coach has to be on top of you. And something I tell my team is, don't look at me as your coach. You know, look at me as your friend that's trying to make you better. That way they don't have that, oh, coach is making me run. Coach is making you run because you need it, you know? And just a different perspective. I just got done playing last year, so I know what it's like to strike out with bases loaded and leave those men on. And, you know, telling them that sometimes it's not about the outcome, it's about the work to get there, and just all about developing the players, really.
Very good. So your first year, you know, coming into a program, what do you expect? As you as a person, what's your expectation level? How do you see yourself growing that way?
Well, growing is the best way. You know, you just said it yourself. I'm growing, the Mavs are growing, the players are growing individually as baseball players, and we're just growing as a group in general. Everybody's in touch, everybody's on the same page, and we want to grow. You said it yourself, and that's the best way to describe the Mavericks right now. We are growing.
Very good. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
We are here with Coach John Gibbens.
Sir.
He is the 16U coach, also the director of player development. You guys have just started into the high school ranks.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit how'd that come about? How'd that evolve?
Yeah, we had a good group of 14 majors that came up, and we wanted to give them the opportunity to continue to play together. They were very competitive 14 majors, so we wanted to see them continue to grow at the next level. So we decided to delve into high school baseball as a club at that point in time.
So what did that entail? How that wasn't just something, oh, let's throw them in there. Yep. What did that entail, and how'd you guys come to that, and what is that next level when it comes to club baseball taking on that high school level?
Yeah, so going to the high school level is a completely different animal. So from youth to high school, the focus changes from let's win as much as we can to let's showcase our players so that they get the opportunity to play at the next level past high school. So that's really the focus once you transition from the youth level to the high school level.
So you guys are looking at ways to showcase your players. It's not just tournaments, is it?
No.
So what went into that?
Yeah, so we actually we partner with Sports Recruits, which is the site that helps us get great stuff, great information in front of, especially with COVID going on. Digital is the best way to showcase skill sets right now. So you can put all your information on there. Players can upload videos of either in-game or training. So it's a great tool that we can utilize to help them get those looks from schools that may not usually typically get to see them. And then we also supplement that with a really tough schedule to get the boys out there to give them the best opportunity to get seen and get those looks from those schools.
Very good, very good. Looks like you got it under control, Coach.
We're doing our best. We're rolling with the punches as things come up.
And that is there's a learning curve to that.
Absolutely.
A little bit, isn't there?
Absolutely. Yep. I coached from a different organization, so I was able to take some of the experiences from that organization and bring it over to the Mavs. So between my playing Premier Baseball in Texas all the way through that organization, I felt like we've got some good ideas, and we're using those to get our players in the best position possible.
Very good, Coach.
Thank you very much for your time. It's a pleasure.
Appreciate it. Hey guys, I got Lance Kettering here. He is the treasurer of the Midwest Mavericks, and we're talking to him today just kind of to finish up and looking at an overarching scope, how the club's growing. And so let's talk a little bit about your focus and your overall look for the program.
Sure. Yeah, our real focus is a focus of one team per age group. So we're not trying to be the biggest club around, but we're trying to focus on being that club that has one really good team at each age level, all the way through 7U through 14U. And then now we've expanded into the high school ranks as well.
So I've seen, we talked a little bit earlier, you've got some great partnerships going on here. One, you got Virtual Hit Lab. Tell us how that came about.
Yeah, Virtual Hit Lab, that's the group up in St. Louis, actually, your neck of the woods. It's Jake Depew, Aaron Meyer, John Lord. They run a program called Hit Lab, and it's also done virtually. Mm-hmm. Perfect thing this year in the area of COVID. So we're looking for some ways to kind of, what can we do differently? How can we get our athletes to work on their own? And it's been a perfect relationship with them. They've actually came down 3 times and did testing with our athletes, and then 2 in-person sessions. And then from that, all our athletes get a program where they do their work on their own, and they can also send that video to those folks, including John and Aaron and John. So it's been really good.
Very good, very good. And I see also you use sports medicine. So, and that's always a big thing with young athletes, teaching them the right way to take care of their bodies. Health is a big concern,
Right.
with talking to an athlete. So tell us a little bit about that.
Another thing we've learned over the years is, we need some resources for athletes on the sports medicine side. So this year we partnered with Mercy Sports Medicine, and we've got an injury hotline. So if our athletes have an injury or something that's bugging or nagging them, we've got a hotline. They call direct. They say they're with the Midwest Mavs, get a sports medicine professional on the line, get some information and on how they can address that injury. And if necessary, then take those next steps to get into the doctor's office or orthopedic surgeon or whatever they need. So
Wow, that's impressive, really. So what does that do for your overall scope and looking at when you're talking about partners and how
Right.
you partner, and what is that focus for you guys?
Well, we just try to do partnerships where we're looking at the well-being and benefit of our athletes and our kids. We want to do what's best for them. And certainly, this opportunity really is something that's needed with an era where kids are getting their arms are overused and abused. In fact, in club-wide, we use a Google Doc program. All our coaches after every tournament have to put in how many pitches they had for each contest. Even if we're playing a USSSA event where it's by innings pitched, we still go by pitch counts. So each coach then goes in and charts it, so they can kind of monitor where they are and how we're treating our young arms.
Wow, very good, very good. I love to hear that stuff. So, what does Mav's future look like? What are you guys looking at here?
Well, we want to continue with our 1 per team age model, 7 through 13. We actually expanded to 2 teams this year at 14, but then further grow into the high school ranks. This has been a very grassroots or organic process. The teams that are in high school now were the teams that started out when we started the 1 team per age group concept. So now the fruits of our labor are really going to bear out with these teams that are 10, 11, 12, 13. They've been with the club now several years, so we're building a really good foundation for once they get to that high school age level.
Very good, very good. Lance?
Thank you, sir.
Hey, no,
It's been awesome.
We appreciate you letting us bring the cameras in, stick them in your face, and
You
all that
bet.
stuff, man. It's been really fun.
They've had a good time with it. Thanks for
Very good.
thinking of us.
Hey, we appreciate you inviting us. So, folks, Lance Kettering from the Midwest Mavericks. Check them out. They got some good teams here. Keep an eye on them.
Hey, great practice, good intensity from the start to the end. Bring it in. Loud and proud, Mavs on 3.
1, 2, 3, Mav!